Jack Miller's family is paying for his education out of their own pockets. Because he is Asian American, Miller does not qualify for the scholarships that all other racial minorities at MU are able to receive.
If I did qualify for it, I do know that college would be significantly cheaper for me.
Not all Asian students need financial assistance, but some are concerned regardless.
This kind of affects Asians as a whole, doesn't damage my experience here, but it could damage someone else's.
The university believes that Asian Americans at MU have reached a critical mass. According to the Chronicle of Higher Education, a critical mass is, quote, not a fixed percentage or number of students. Instead, it is defined by the university as the point at which students in underrepresented minority groups no longer feel isolated or like spokespeople for their races, end quote. MU spokesman Christian Basie explains how the university reached this conclusion about Asian Americans.
It's based on reports from students, their personal experiences, what we hear, as well as what we see, our own internal reviews of the campus. And we utilize many different survey tools to determine where are we in obtaining that critical mass.
Miller disagrees with the critical mass theory.
It's hard at any point to point to any minority group and say, there are enough of you.
Basie says the university uses the critical mass theory to try to make students feel more comfortable on campus.
We want underrepresented students to not feel as though they are the spokespersons for their group.
But students say this is not the case.
I've always kind of felt like I am forced to be a spokesperson for the Asian community.
I just haven't seen as many Asians as I would like to feel like I'm not speaking for my race.
Basie encourages students to tell the administration if they don't feel welcome or included on campus.
There could be some solutions out there, but if we don't know what they are, or if their complaints aren't brought, or their concerns aren't brought toward us, then we can't act on them.
He also says that MU's financial resources are limited, so offering scholarships to Asian American students would mean offering less money to other minority groups.
Right now we have a greater need with other groups, and so that's where we focus our resources on for the time being.
Asian American students say they want the administration to make more effort to reach out to them.
It's the job of the administration to be able to make this an environment where we can learn comfortably and not be worried by racial tension.
And they have some ideas for how the university can do this.
Representing cultures on campus more, showing that they are welcome, that their holidays are welcome, that their celebrations are welcome.
Advertising to more underrepresented minorities and possibly also creating a more welcoming environment.
Basie says the administration and faculty can start discussions about diversity, but students need to be willing to engage in those discussions. He also says the entire university community is responsible for fostering a more diverse and accepting environment.
This is not something that administrators can do on their own, and it's not something that even students can do on their own. It's got to be everyone working together.
Miller says he wishes more people knew that he doesn't qualify for certain scholarships because of his race. When he tells people about this, they usually sympathize with him, but sometimes they have a different reaction.
There's already a lot of ignorance in America about the very, very unique brand of racism that Asian American communities face. And to hear the words, well, you just must not need help. And I just haven't heard that from white students. I've heard it from Black and Hispanic students as well. I think it speaks a lot to how, in a lot of ways, no one has really accepted Asian Americans here in this country, not yet.
This has been Tess Verbin and Juliana Tornabene for 23 News.
If you liked the video you just watched and you want to see more like it, go to mutv.missouri.edu for full-length shows and similar content.